think loss and like disappointment and things like that have really helped me to shift priorities and to be almost radical in the way that I prioritize my family, prioritize my loved ones. So that's been a huge one. Like with my mother passing, that's something that really rocked me. And you think that people are going to be around forever and that you have all the time in the world to spend and cherish people. And then you get this really sudden realization that that just isn't the case. And through that journey, I realized like the enemy is slick because the enemy really starts to try to get you to feel like you resent the things that God wants you to prioritize. Because when that first happened, I really resented close ties and relationships. I was so nervous that the floor would be ripped out from underneath me, that I was kind of keeping an arm's distance from everybody. You know, I wasn't connecting with people. I was isolating myself because I was so scared that if I loved people, if I was close to them, something bad would happen. And that was that whole trauma response. But then, you know, eventually with time, I came to realize like, no, like this is something that God calls us to do. God calls us to have relationship. God calls us to be close with people, to be vulnerable, which is tough for me sometimes, but to be vulnerable with people. And I feel like the more loss that I endured, the more I leaned into God to help me to understand how I can be closer to folks, how I can be more vulnerable and connected.